Yo, um, this video, is more of a PSA, and it's for people with a very special kind of problem, because what happened was I experienced something quite profound, and I just want to sort of, it's all around an illness that I have, and it was like, I'll just explain what happened to me. That's what I'll do. Okay. So, the backdrop to this is, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been getting these experiences where I'm hearing extremely hateful and, I mean, I don't know if it's possible for like a comment to be violent, but just for purposes of like expressing myself, I would 100% explain these comments as violent. Violent as in like, well, threats, pretty much threats, is a good example, but coming at me in other ways as well. Violence of another kind, like you should end your life and things like that, but like, and this is for the last 2 to 3 weeks, like, it'll be happening sort of off and on. I mean, some days I'll be fine, some days it'll happen, and I think that's as best as I can pretty much explain, how the last few weeks have been. But what it is, is it's a very subjective, very just an explanation of what went down that was so dope, around my illness and around me helping. You know how doctors say, like, you have an insight into your illness? Well, it really helped me have an insight into my illness. So I'm around my mum's, and I am going to include other people in my video here who, because I have to be able to explain this, and I hope they're okay with that. But so I'm around my mum's, right, and I show my brother. My brother comes in, right, and we're like, yay, Greg's arrived, So he comes in, right, and I'm telling him about this jacket I've ordered. It's Patagonia, and I'm showing him it, and so he goes off into the kitchen, and what I hear him say, the words were something like, take it off, it's too hot, but the way I heard him say it was like, take it off, meaning like, you shouldn't be wearing girls' clothes, you're gonna look like, this is gonna be really offensive, right? It's not gonna be. I'm gonna prevent this from being really offensive, but I need to explain the way that I held space for what he said was that he was meaning that I was like promiscuous, like it's that kind of insulting kind of feeling that I was getting, the really hurtful, painful one, and so we're in the kitchen, and I says to him, I says, oh, what you just did to me then, that's what my neighbours have been doing to me 24/7. And, I don't think he understands what I mean, Anyway, we go in the living room, right? We see, because we're getting our dinner. The dinner's ready now. He's arrived. The dinner's ready. The chicken's a bit cold, but I'm not having chicken. I'm having like a vegetarian thing. But Mum says it'll be good with gravy on it. So we go in the living room with the dinner, yeah. And I go in the toilet and I hear him say like, "Oh, if she talks like that, she's gonna get hit or something like that." And up to this point, I'd never challenged anyone who, directly, not one time, not, this is important, not even once, had I challenged the actual person who was like, I thought, was saying these things to me, never challenged him once. I got a little bit angry, but not angry enough to be rude, angry enough to be like 100% fully polite, but angry enough to motivate myself to get in that living room and say to him, look, I would never hit a girl, yeah? You've changed. And he says to me, what do you mean? And I says, well, didn't you just say the way I act, I deserve to be hit? And he was like, no. And what this is anybody here who's got a brother or a close relative, there's like that bond there. It's that bond, that closeness and that intimacy where like, or I know, we know when that person is lying, and he wasn't lying, and so this was really weird. Because like, I'd never been, I mean, like, a lot of times I'd phone the Samaritans when I'm feeling like, for example, I might feel like I'm in danger. That's how this paranoia might attack me, someone would say something sort of violent or threatening, in my mind, and I'd feel like I was in danger, and it would set me off on this paranoid trip of extreme emotional pain. So what I'll do is I'll ring Samaritans and they'd talk me down from it, and I'd then know that it's not real. But I'd never been shown this way before, like, and thinking about it, the words that he actually said, he said, it's too hot, take it off. Anyway, I don't want to go all that. I just want to share my story. So, I'm not saying that this is the end to my paranoia. No, I'm going to keep it there. That's my story. Okay, whether or not I still get paranoid, I don't know. Though the whole of that evening, I didn't feel any paranoia. I didn't feel anybody was saying mean things about me. It completely stopped, after that experience. So, I'm just hoping to bring something positive to anybody who is experiencing hearing. Because, like, I was in the doctor's surgery, yeah, and I was talking to the receptionist, and apparently she hears things as well. So if anybody's hearing things, I just want to bring a really positive, my very positive story to this. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.